Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here at the Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th and Dodge. It is Village Point Mall, and this weekend we've got someone in town that, well, you can catch her on Netflix. She's got a special of her own right there on Netflix. Focus is out, but you can see her right there. It's Hormonal Beast. You got to check that out, and make sure you come out and see her this weekend. Her name is Lynne Koplitz. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? I'm sorry, I have a cold. I didn't know if you
no
want
worries.
me to germ on you. But
No worries. It's nothing my wife hasn't given me before, I'm sure.
Thanks, Dustin.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You know, you got a cold. It sucks, but you can come in here and it's cold in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice and cozy in the green room, and I've been sleeping for like 3 hours, so I'm doing great now.
I told him to crank the heat up, so maybe that'll help you feel
Thank
better.
you. Yes, that'll be terrific.
Yeah, that Netflix special, that came out this year, right?
Yeah, it came out a couple months ago.
And how's that reception been going for you?
It's been great. It's been really fun. It was so much fun to do, and yeah, it's been terrific. I loved it.
Was that something that's been in the works for a while?
I've been in comedy for 23 years, so when I got the call and they needed it fast, they were like, can you do it in like 3 weeks? And I was like, yeah, I've only been preparing it for 21 years, so no problem. Sure, yeah. You know, it's called Hormonal Beast, so I'm menopausal, so it's all about that. I'm probably going to start sweating in this room right now as we're sitting here, but yeah.
Now, one thing that I thought was really cool about your career, I like to call you, if you don't mind, the Ryan Seacrest of hosting. Because you've hosted quite a few shows. I just made that up out of the blue, but you've done quite a bit.
Yeah, I've hosted a lot of stuff. I hosted before I even knew hosting was like a job. Like, I remember I was like, you're up for another hosting gig. I'm like, what? Who does that? Are they, that's a gig? Okay. And, you know, people go to school to host. So I was pretty blessed being able to do that, yeah. And with this voice. I have this, this isn't my cold. This is what I sound like. So I would get these hosting jobs, and I'm like, really? You can't find anyone who sounds better than me?
What were your favorite shows to work on doing the hosting?
I don't like
have one?
No,
You didn't like any?
I would say Life and Style, where I worked with Jules Asner and Cynthia Garrett and Kamora Lee Simmons. That was fun. It was really fun. That I liked a lot. Yeah, it was fun doing a morning talk show, and we had different segments. So that part was really fun. I like that.
If there was a show that you could work with these days, whether it's, a lot of the shows are even doing like after post shows, like Talking Dead or stuff like that. Is there any kind of show that you would like to host if you were to pick your own?
Oh, a hosting show. That's interesting to ask. I really love Rachel Ray's show. I'd love a show like that, like where I can cook. I like to cook, and kind of was fun. Yeah, I like that, and I love Kelly Ripa. I would do anything with Kelly Ripa.
There you go. You should have took Ryan's spot. Too bad he got it, huh?
Yeah, but he's pretty great.
He is pretty great. I'm a fan. Now, you did a lot of cooking as well. Is there a Lynne Koplitz special?
Like a food special?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
you
for?
dope. You just talked about it. You just showed it on your phone. I thought I was going to get through a whole interview without calling the host a dope or an idiot or a moron.
You wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, usually I just do it in my head. I have a dark monologue that I just kind of go through in my head. My father, my birth dad, my real dad was a chef. And he made a dish called shrimp a la Lynette, which is after me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my real name's Lynette. And it's like stuffed shrimp, and you stuff with crab meat. It's really good.
That sounds good.
Make that. Yeah, it's really good.
You might have to make some of that before this weekend's over.
Yeah, no problem. Let me make it in my home sweets inn.
There you go. Make it in that suite down the road. Now, some people have actually compared you to a comedy legend, Joan Rivers.
Yeah, she's a mentor and a dear friend, and I like when I'm compared to her. And every now and then, when I think I'm being really funny, I think I kind of channel her. She had a great sense of humor. She was wonderful and fearless, and she used to call me after the show. She would email me or whatever, and she would say, "Where are you?" And I'd say, "Michigan." "Where are you?" And Milwaukee. Wherever we were, and then she'd say, "Were you funny? Did they laugh?" So every time I have a show, I always think, hey, Joan, they laughed, so yeah, she was wonderful.
I can only imagine that. She was a lot before my time, but going back, just some of the stuff that she came up with. No, I'm not that young, but I kind of caught her.
Acting like you're that young, Dustin.
When I started to appreciate the world of comedy, it was towards the end of her run. So I go back and look at a lot of her older stuff, and she was one of a kind.
Amazing. She was amazing. She was really fearless, and even. Right, like before she passed, my mom came to town and we went to see her live. She was doing 9/11 jokes, which, in case you haven't noticed, is not really funny topic. And Joan made it funny. I mean, really, I won't even repeat the jokes because I can't make them as funny as she made them. But, you know, you're like, is she telling jokes about 9/11? You know, like, and it was hilarious.
Now, before I let you go, I am kind of curious. There's been a lot of talk going around. Hollywood's pretty much ousting everyone, but there was a big name in comedy this past couple weeks. Louis C.K. He kind of got busted. You worked with him, right?
My friend, yes. I mean, my Netflix special is because of him. I mean, I was on the road with him last year on tour, and then I was with him at his Netflix special. I was on tour with him, and then that's how Netflix saw me, and I got my special through him. I got to go on tour with Chris Rock because of Louis. I did his web series, Horace and Pete. He's been amazing to me, and he's been nothing but a champion for me and for all my, you know, a lot of my girlfriends. And he's been nothing but a gentleman to me. So I just kind of feel like all this stuff, like you asked me, can we talk about it? I'm like, yeah, because and my feeling is, seriously, it's like a decade ago. Mm-hmm. And he didn't do anything criminal. And he's sincerely apologized for it, and now it's like everyone's just out to kind of ruin his career. And I just feel like, I don't think they can do, to be honest with you, because I think his work and his talent will speak for itself. But I do think he didn't do anything criminal, and it makes me crazy that he keeps getting lumped with Harvey Weinstein and all these other absolute disgusting criminals. Was he a perv? Yes. Did he do some deviant crap? Absolutely. Should he apologize for it? 110%. But he did ask for consent. You know, and he and I both, you know, he said, and I agree now, that when he looks back, he realizes being who he was, consent was, but he wasn't as famous as he is now. Right. And I don't know. I mean, I just feel like, wow, what else do you want from the man? He didn't do anything criminal. It feels really harsh to me. And I don't think he should be lumped with pig rapists.
There's some nasty people. He's definitely not that.
He's not that. He's not a criminal. He's not a rapist. He's not a bad person. You know, he's just, I mean, Dustin, would you like all the crap you've done for the past 10 years to come out?
Lynn, let's not talk about this.
I don't want every embarrassing, deviant thing I've done to come haunt me. I wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said. I'm saying it right now. I'm not famous, and whoever you are, the three guys that are out there, don't even think about it. It's out.
Lynn, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. How can people keep in touch with you?
That's what people are going to remember, by the way.
That's what people are going to remember.
I'm going to get on something, and that's what's going to be on. That's what's going to be on. At 50 years old, when I thought I would not go anywhere, some crazy, weird thing I'm on is going to shoot up to the top, and then they're going to be me going, and I'm like, where is that? Oh, my God, that's at the Funny Bone. Yeah, I had a cold. What was that sweater I'm wearing? Yeah, my face looks fat. That's what's going to happen.
Lynn, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.